Hi guys! Okay, so, my cat's trying to destroy things, that's normal, and my husband's playing a game in the other room, so you might hear him come through if he's loud enough, but other than that, we're gonna go ahead and do a paranormal vlog. I know it's been forever, and I honestly didn't know what I was gonna do today. That's why I didn't do one last week, because I didn't know what I was gonna talk about, and I hate listening to myself recorded. So I've really been dreading, listening to my last paranormal vlog to see, where I left off and just, yeah, all that kind of stuff. But over the last, week, we've been having, really weird things happen. So if you haven't seen it yet, I recorded me cooking the, bloody meatloaf mice. And while I was recording that, I was drinking out of this cup. And I set it down on the table, and we'd put the mice in the oven. And when we came out, the 30 minutes later to grab the mice, I went to pick up the cup, and the lid, just came off. Because I don't know, I either picked it up like this, and the lid, had wiggled all around, or I picked it up and the lid was no longer attached to the cup, which is a little difficult considering it actually screws off, has to be screwed once it's on. I mean, I can just pick it up by the lid without it falling, and I don't know if you can see the water, it's full, so, yeah, I was I went to hubby, and I was did you take the lid off my cup? And he was like, no, why would I take the lid off your cup? I was like, I don't know, but the lid's off. And so I was just whatever, chalked it up to maybe I didn't have the lid on right or something, so I don't know, okay? And when I was putting all the ingredients together, I forgot that I didn't have breadcrumbs. So I had just used Ritz crackers, and I'd opened a new box of Ritz crackers, just took one sleeve out, and had set the box back down on the counter. And, I had to crush those up to make the meatloaf mice things, okay? All right. Anyways, I a few days later, had made, crab cheese dip, and instead of, having bought, the wonton wrappers to put it in and then bake it or fry it, I just figured I was going to eat it on Ritz crackers. So I'm looking all over for the freaking Ritz crackers because they were not on the countertop where I left them. And I'm like, where are they? So I'm looking on the dining room table, I'm looking under the table thinking maybe the cat had knocked them onto the floor because my cat will do that. Could not find these crackers. So I give up. I leave the room, hubby looked for them, he didn't find them. I come back, and I'm, starting to re-go through the cabinets, because I had already opened them and looked in them, and sure enough, I found them in the cabinet. But not just, in the cabinet, oh, I must have set them there and forgot about it. No. My cabinets, when you open one door, you can reach through to the other, side of the cabinet, the next cabinet door. And the one they were in is the cabinet that connects with the little cabinet above my sink, and you can't really put anything in there because it's got a light for under the sink, well, under the cabinet so you can see in the sink, but it's got a big box. I don't even know if this is making any sense, but there's a box inside that cabinet for the wiring and whatever for the light. So you can't really put things in that cabinet. But somehow the Ritz crackers ended up, so they were slid over as far as they probably go into that side of the cabinet. So there was this much of that box showing out. It was seriously just the barcode of the box was sticking out. And I was like, there's the crackers. And it's the top shelf. I'm going, I don't stick things on the top shelf. I'm tall, but still the top shelf for me is hard to see what you put in there. So I'm just who put the crackers in there? I didn't put them in there. Hubby didn't put them in there. So who put the crackers in there? Right? Just, I don't know. So we were dealing with that, And of course, before that all, because as we're looking on the floor for the crackers under the table, we found the hammer that we were looking for the other day. And I'm just like going, we looked there. There was not a hammer there. Yeah, it just got dark because the light over the kitchen sink, if you leave it on too long, it like overheats type of thing. It automatically shuts off. So that light is constantly coming on and off. That's nothing. Anyways, so yeah, it's just the weird last few days, okay? And I don't know what my cat's doing. If you can hear that weird clawing sound, my cat is clawing in something. But anyways, a few days later, the window in the living room shuts on its own, which I've lived here like a year and several months and have never had that window shut on its own. It's actually got like, it's like an older window, it's like a slide up window, but it's got like 2 tabs on the sides that you have to like pull in and like push it up, and the tabs go like out again and like sort of locks it in place because there's like little grooves they fit into. So these windows have never shut on their own. And I'd heard it shut, but I had figured hubby had came up here to like make dinner or something because it was about that time the window had shut. And you know, I didn't think anything of it. I wasn't going to like, oh, thanks for shutting the window, because it's like, you know, it didn't really matter type of thing. So later I shut the window in the bedroom, and shortly after that, hubby comes in the room, and we're getting ready for bed, and he was like, did you shut the living room window? And I was like, no. He goes, well, I heard it shut earlier. And I was like, I thought you shut it, like around dinner time. He's like, no. He was like, no, I thought you shut it. I heard it a little bit ago shut. And I was like, well, I shut the bedroom window a little bit ago, but I didn't shut the living room window at all. So we're just sitting here, and it's like, okay, like, we're trying to figure out how these things are happening. Like, there's no, like, explanation for it, you know? I'm just, like, going, windows don't shut themselves. Like, if I had different windows, like, I'm, like, moving and the camera's shaking, so, yeah. Anyway, like, if I had different windows or something, like, I might chalk it. If I had different windows, I'd probably be more like, oh, the window probably just fell. But considering that they lock in place and they've never fell before, and I've always left the windows open from, like, the time I get up to the time I go to bed, so I don't know. It's just crazy. And then the other night, it was like it was like it was Thursday, I think, or something. And usually my husband's home, you know, around 11 something on a Thursday because they close earlier. But they were doing some, like, cleaning or something and had to do it after hours or whatever to do, like, the deep clean or whatever. So hubby was one of the people that stayed after to clean and didn't get home till, like, 3 in the morning. And I'm sitting here, and it was like, I swore somebody was in the house. Like, I had heard people, like, someone walking around. It sounded like, you know, shuffling, banging and stuff. And I'm just sitting here thinking of the movies. I'm like, I'm not going to scream out there to see if anybody's here. Because I'm just like, I don't want the response, you know? Like, I don't want to know if somebody's here. So I just, like, laid in bed. And, like, I knew, like, I just figured, like, you know, like, I'm in the bedroom, the lights are on. Like, from the outside of the trailer, I'm sure you can tell somebody's home type of thing. So I'm like, I know, like, and I didn't hear the door open, so I'm pretty sure it's not someone, like, actually came into the house. So about a half an hour or so later, like, hubby got home, and I actually heard the car, like, come around the block, and, everything, and then I hear him come in, and it's, like, the same noises, you know, like, coming down the hallway, like, into the bathroom and stuff that, like, I heard earlier, and I'm just like, yeah, it's like, and, we were talking about, hubby had posted something on Facebook about, like, the weird things, like the Ritz Cracker Box, like, moving and the window shutting or whatever, and, we were talking about it later, and he was saying that he was hearing, like, the same noises, like, I had been hearing the last few days, and it's like, I don't know, because, like, we just redid our roof, like, over the front half of the house, so I've sort of been, like, trying to tell myself it's just, like, that, like, making noise, but it's not just over, like, the front of the house. It's, like, you're also hearing it over the back of the house, and I'm just, like, going, yeah. Like, I thought the noises had stopped. And I just, like, been chalking up to, like, animals, and I'm just in here going, it's, like, fall now, like, there's less animal activity and everything, so I'm just, like, I don't know what's going on. But, yeah, so that's been my weird paranormal stuff. I don't know, maybe they know it's getting close to Halloween, so they're trying to act up, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I don't know, I guess if I have more, like, things happen around the house, next week we'll have a paranormal vlog, on that stuff. If not, then I don't know. We'll sort of see what happens with these, because I don't remember where I left off. I'll have to, like, watch the old videos and see where I left off. Either that, or we'll just, like, retell stories and be like, oh, you heard it too bad? Oh, you heard it already? Too bad. But yeah. I don't know. Anything else? I don't think so. Yeah, I guess that's it for the paranormal activity lately. Alright guys. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye.